Alright, market's open. Looks like we might get our little retest here in a second. Already sweeping the overnight low.
Order submitted. Order filled. Stop filled.
Alright, took a break even trade on that one. It's just hanging out here too long. We didn't quite get enough profit where I normally go break even, but the way we just kind of didn't get the reaction we would have wanted to go lower, I just took my chance to get out. And obviously we just had a little pop up there, so would have gotten stopped out. Good break even. Not gonna complain about that. Let's see if we can get anything else to work out here. Maybe build out a flag or something. Definitely looks like we want to go lower. Possibly. If so, though, we're just kind of struggling. We're taking our time. We're taking our time. Box fan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. And we could build out a bear flag, which could be kind of tempting. But also might not be the most tempting here, seeing at the overnight lows, since we could hold this area and bounce it pretty well. Might not be the most appealing, not gonna lie. Might have to wait for a little more confirmation here. Yeah, we just can't really push down below this level here. The overnight lows are holding very well. So right now we're kind of waiting for us to push below, make more lows, continue the trend, or take these highs out and maybe reverse the trend. We'll see. Looks like it's trying to break the 50s there. Kind of break in there just a little bit. Still not the most strength. Alright, there's a little push down. Finally making the move down. That's what we're kind of waiting for. We're kind of expecting earlier on. We just didn't quite get it. Saying good sell off now. Alright, now I just need a pullback or something. And we'll be chilling. Because right now we're just going straight down. We're just dumping. Dang, what a short, what a short. BYND started short squeezing yesterday, that's why we dumped so hard. Ah, I see. That makes sense, yeah, with the pen as well. Oh yeah, well, we had yesterday's crazy selling, and then we had even more selling kind of overnight. And now we're continuing the sells right now. Would you have news at 8 o'clock here in 20 minutes? That might be all we got today, though. Maya, when are you gonna start that TPT so I can beg you for money? That's a good question. I probably am, like I said, gonna practice with the scaling before I actually do that. But probably we'll see, we'll see. Marvin's, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Just 2 with micros, 1 of 3 MES contracts. could be the move. We'll see though. We'll see. I just bought like some new Funny Ticks accounts, so I might wait off or hold off a little bit. But also I could throw some of those trades on the Funny Ticks and just see how it goes as well, as I gain more confidence in them. Yeah. I should have. But also Funny Ticks had their 50% off over the Halloween weekend, which is a pretty killer sell. So I had to do it. Nah, TVTC can make the money faster and I can beg faster. Fair enough, fair enough. 50% off, faster payouts. That is the argument. That's the the tough decisions. Would have passed by not trading even half size. You're not totally wrong. Fluff the extra days, yeah. Not if I was trading the micros though. I definitely have practiced that scaling a little bit before I go too heavy on that. But I do like the idea. I'm definitely gonna be giving it some effort. I could be building out a bear flag here off the 9 EMA on the 1 minute.
Order submitted.
Yeah, if we break 40, we'll try it. I'm a little confused though with like volume. I don't know if you guys got delta that you guys look at, but it's a little hard to like switch over my charts so you guys can see it. Right now delta is all the way up here compared to like price. Yeah, we're back up to our 28 just like yesterday. So we gotta be a little careful with my 12.5 points. But also, it's easier to hit my profit target. So that's where it's like, do I increase my size a little bit? Maybe scale down into some micros. Because it is nice to have more breathing room, but also my profit target's easier to get hit, so we'll see though, we'll see. Looks like the buyers are making their way up a little bit. Like I said, on Delta we have a lot of buyers on volume. They're just not really pushing the price up super heavily here. So definitely like a divergence there with Delta and price. It's just a matter of if it'll work out and actually be good for the shorts, or if the buyers are just kind of lagging behind a little bit before they take these highs out. I was gonna say it's almost worth putting it up here, just so we break that. Yeah, that's true. It's always good to keep the breathing room. Yeah, again, like 7 micros.
Order canceled.
Buyer's kind of just slowly grinding up here. Don't volatility compromise any risk parameters. Exactly. Well, this could be the kind of bear flag playing out here. It switch over to M and Q because it's a whole different like chart. That's the only thing I don't like about it. It's like a whole different chart. So I have to like redraw everything, or even like make sure I have all the indicators set up that I use. He does seem to be always going for the opposite of the trend. But yeah, a little push there. A little attempt at the bear flag. I don't know how I feel about this red candle here. After a green candle like this, we're just asking for a chop. I mean, it'll probably go back up eventually. That is true. That is what the markets like to do. Question is when. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of making a little range here. Yeah, here's the push again to the top of the range. Definitely not the prettiest, even on like the 5 minute. Starting to barcode a little bit. Could be breaking the highs here. Looks like it's trying to do it. I don't know if I'd say that's a diss. It definitely could be. Depends on the person. But might just be an explanation that like for him that's not Momo. I don't know. These three red candles are definitely screaming momentum to me. Same with like the 15-minute chart candle. But it definitely looks like it wants to kind of go up. User, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. It's giving your 1 minute can't see these moves. Maybe, maybe. it, it is. I will say it is hard just to know the exact tone over a chat message, but also you might have more experience in that than me, being with the flat earther live streams. But you definitely could be right. We got news in 6 minutes. So whether you're going long or short, doesn't hurt to be safe and be smart when news is coming up. We're about to sell soon, but keep buying. Okay, they're just disrespectful and delusional. That checks out. It does check out. That is also true. He did not deny it. He's not gonna do anything. All right. You might be right. Recently, the 8 o'clock news hasn't really done much. Past couple times we've had some red folder news. Or I guess this one's orange. So yeah, might not do much. Actually, no, there's a little red thing on financial juice. So we'll see. We're making our way back up to the 15-minute EMA. Could be an interesting area. Still kind of struggling to really go anywhere though. We did break these highs, but only barely. And we're kind of just chopping around still. This candle is trying though. It is making an effort to push higher. So we're slowly making the move up now. New trader told me in my chat, don't buy, it's downtrend. Downtown trend. Nice, nice. Definitely it's got a nice little pullback now. We'll see how long it lasts. I do imagine once we hit this 15-minute EMA, could be looking good to go back down. We'll see though. But you're right, he still didn't deny it, so it's kind of hard not to assume that is the case. But yes, downtrends have pullbacks. It's healthy, it's normal. I'd probably be worried if we didn't have a pullback. Because I mean, if you look at the 5-minute, this is just a really big bear flag too. I don't know how exactly you draw it, but something like that. A little ugly though. We do have the barcoding going on here, but yeah, imagine like the 3 minutes, not bad though. Yeah, if we kind of break this, go lower, something like that. So we're getting a little pullback here though. Alright, here's news. Kind of a wild open there. It's not doing too much yet, which again we didn't expect it to do a whole lot. But definitely a little crazy open there. Maybe we are going to do a little bit here. Lori Joe, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, bit of sellers coming in. Also, ATR's up to a 37. Definitely a little high for NASDAQ. Like your chill vibe. Appreciate that as well. You could say that's kind of the goal. Wasn't that easy money 15-minute EMA? Maybe. It's hard to say though, because I was watching it before that 15-minute candle kind of closed up here. And it did get close, but we were still like almost 20 points away, which felt like a lot. Like it didn't quite feel like it was. Here, I'll switch it to that. It might look a little bit different on NinjaTrader, but yeah, like it's still like it's far enough away that like I didn't really think it was considered an EMA trade, just because it looks pretty far. But it definitely could have been, and that's where I'd obviously need more time and practice, kind of watching it. But ES is pretty close. Let's take a little peek at that. Dylan tapping in, welcome back. I'm gonna change the color, it's too dark. You can like barely see it because it's so vibrant, but like also not. Alright, here's ES 15-minute. So it does look, I mean, again, a little far for. I was gonna say for me, but I guess again, I don't really take these too much yet. Because if that's close enough, then I guess it's close enough. And it's definitely going down, which is nice. Mine looks different. Is this the 21? Did I? No, this one should be the 21 up here. Let me double check like the settings. So it does say EMA, not like smooth moving average, it's the exponential. It is the 9. It does calculate on bar close though, so that might be like a different setting. Okay, so if I change it to on price change instead of on bar close, this is what it looks like. So this is more like kind of a live update, I'm guessing. Which does make it look very close. But it does seem to be moving quite a bit. And like technically, when this candle was like up here, the EMA was up here. So I think that was just like the default setting was on bar close, which is like up here. But I am able to change it. So I'll keep it like that. Just that's probably how my NASDAQ one is as well. Because I could definitely change some things. Yeah, it makes NASDAQ look right. Won't have to update till after 15 minutes. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, so I guess that puts it kind of close. Still like a little far, like depending on how you kind of look at it, but I'm learning, I'm learning. Yes, it's definitely closer though. Keep eyeing though, guys. Don't forget. Oh wait, now he's saying keep selling. He switched up. All right, I'll look for a sell here.
Order submitted.
This 15-minute opening range retest could be nice. Yeah, no, that was some good 15-minute. I was watching, yeah, but it just didn't really look like it was the move up here. But I guess it might have been. Oh, we're saying the shorts are over now. Time to buy. Could be right. We'll see. Buy's over. Oh, he was just correcting his butt. I see, I see. I might agree with that. Yeah, short time. The buy is over. Well, it did make a nice little buy, but that also is the pullback that we were kind of talking about. Larger time frame still. That's why we've been kind of thinking short the whole time. But you did get a nice little buy in there, so hopefully we're able to make some profits on it. $90 points is very good. Dang.
Order filled. Stop
Oh,
filled.
I had a feeling that might happen. Yeah, I should have taken that order off. When we get close like that and we kind of like wick away from it, just the way, because I can't see it now obviously because it's gone, but the way kind of like this, how you get the wick, it didn't quite hit it. So there's not quite an entry, or obviously it didn't get me entered, and then kind of gets a little pullback. Possibly even would have given me like a good break even or hit my profit target. But then when it kind of goes up and tries it again, it likes to run through it a little bit, but a little unfortunate. Should have taken the order off, but just didn't quite react fast enough. Dang, a lot of buyers though, kind of out of nowhere. Well, maybe not nowhere, but yeah, swept the lows and buyers just kind of coming in pretty quickly. So we could try and test that EMA again, but don't know if it'll react the same this time or not. Yeah, even looking at this, like it's still just like, I don't know if I'd, like even looking at it live, the way, because it keeps like moving up and down. Like obviously when we were down here, the EMA was obviously down here, which makes it look really close to this candle, or this wick. But now that we're back up here, you can see it obviously looks kind of farther away now. And that's where like I'm still trying to learn what the zone is, basically. Because I'm trying to see, but that's like over 10 points, like 15, 20 points almost, from like here up to here, which is where it would have been. So again, like still learning what that zone really is, especially like for NASDAQ specifically. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'm just used to kind of waiting for like the most confirmation I can, which for me would be like a more kind of literal touch, or maybe not quite touch, but like definitely get close enough that it's pretty dang close to like the EMA, for example. I definitely I see the idea. Price action, unfortunately, is not the greatest so far. At least on the 1 minute. Just a little volatile, a little crazy, but yeah, not really getting the most continuation with this great move down. And we had not a lot of continuation down here. We did finally break lower, kind of on the larger time frame bear flag. But then again, we failed to continue lower. Instead, we pulled back all the way towards the top of this range almost. So yeah, not the prettiest.
Order submitted.
Because even like now, would this be like considered in the zone, that wick?
Order canceled.
Gotcha, gotcha. So I'm curious, yeah, 2 points, what would that be like on NQ? Because we're still like, if we look right here, just at the little price markers, we're still like 18 points away from it. Almost 20 points away from it. Which is quite a lot. Typically. I mean, today it's obviously a little bit more volatile. I would probably consider this pretty close, and then like the little reaction
Order
down.
filled.
So we could say that would be like the idea. This is just on a practice account. Also, I don't know. I didn't mean for it to be on micros, but I guess it doesn't really matter if micros or minis. And then we'd kind of keep that scaling in mind.
Order filled.
Yeah, moving kind of fast. Looks like we would have hit a 30-point target pretty quick there, which obviously we are pretty volatile today. I think I'm doing this kind of right. I don't know where to like put the targets unless you just don't have targets on a trade like this. Because typically it would have been like kind of around the 30-point mark. But then if you scale in, move your risk up to kind of the same spot. I don't know if you would kind of leave one lower. I think the original conversion was like 23 points to like 30 something points. But obviously on a day like today when it's very volatile, that got hit like instantly. We scale in, and that's like, okay, we can like move. So that's where I wouldn't really know how to kind of manage this too much. It's like, okay, let's like scale in. What are my targets? My original target already would have gone hit, I believe. Website. This is NinjaTrader. It's definitely working though. Like we can easily just like log into profits or go break even kind of on the initial risk. Of course, as I do that. Yeah, I think it was about 450.
Stop filled.
It was like 450 risk or like 460 because I think it was like 23 points. And then I think the profit target was 30 points or maybe a little bit more. Unless there just is no profit target. Well, on a trade like this, you would have just kind of like stopped out at a loss or a small win, unfortunately. $67 for the profit. Okay. Is that kind of based off the ATR? It looks like the 15-minute ATR is at like a 69. Does that make more sense if it's kind of around the ATR? Are you saying it was like 75% of the ATR at some point, or is that for like a different strategy? Still not a bad trade though. Definitely could have made, I think we would have made close to that 69 target, or 67, 75%. Okay, so maybe it'd be like a, when ATR is high enough, I default to 9 points. Gotcha. And trade 70-30 RSI. I see, I see. Looks like Dylan also got short around there. Pretty good short. A little kind of short-lived though. Caught 30 points, nice. One was high enough. You shoot past TP and hold for RSI. Okay, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, just out of curiosity, would like a big wick, like, obviously we still got the momentum down in the trend, but would candles like this scare you at all for like this kind of trade? Just a big wick with a green close on the bottom. It's almost tempting to try again here with this red candle.
Order filled.
I'll try again, just kind of see what happens. Do more practice. So like the 460, I think was the original. I'll change this to points. Like, and then like 60 something points. Dang, that's crazy sell. Already up like 20 points. It's just kind of crazy volatile. But also, not the cleanest price action, the way we just kind of went right back to break even. Because even the last trades, I can get in and kind of just like hold it till it hits my profit. And these trades do seem to be pretty good. But yeah, the scaling and like where to take profit and everything, that's where hard to know exactly how to manage it. Because even this, like, would I have left my stop here, moved to break even, or like kind of trailed up to like here somewhere? Okay, doing the math. I could always just do it on ES though, because that's where you've tried and tested it. Yeah, this is a sell, not a buy. Yeah, it looks like the market just wants to kind of chop around. Probably get stopped out of this. But we had to do a decent profit there. Normally I probably would have gone break even, but yeah, just not quite sure what the move on that would be. Because I would have gone stopped out break even like within A minute would have been quick. Very choppy. I mean, yeah, this big push down, wick up, right back down, then green candle all the way back up. Got cooked again. Dang, I hate to hear it. It looks like we're trying the highs again. .42 TP from initial entry. Okay. I wonder if we would have even hit that. We might have on the first one. Can't remember exactly where my entry was though. Looks like it was Act 24 area. So it looks like we ran up like 39 points, so we got real close. And then yeah, the 23 points for risk, that's what we kind of figured out last time, I'm pretty sure. It was like 460, because I remember that. And then just an 8-point stop once you like scale in. And do you leave like that other 8-point stop? Like, you just leave it there the whole time? You don't go like break even or lock in profits? 11 point, okay. Flow some profits from the initial entry. Alright, that makes sense. Yeah, a day like today, not the best. At least on that second kind of attempt here. It definitely looks better on the chart. Got a lot closer, looks cleaner than some of these. It looks like we might make the move down eventually, but we're kind of just chopping around. As far as scaling goes, if we came down here, scaled in, and then just chopped you up, stopped you out possibly. And same with this, kind of made the move down. If you scale in and then you just come right back up, like, gets a little ugly, but this move was pretty good right here. With ES, it's 6 initial, 2 points profit, 2.75 stop full size, expecting 9 points. Gotcha. Yeah, a little unfortunate that we're just kind of chopping around here. Kind of just making a big old range as well. Had a nice move down, but no continuation. And not even reversing really either. That's a good question. I'm not no tax expert, so I don't know if I can really say. But with prop firms, I think you can kind of just like use the fees you pay for the prop firms. It could count as a loss, but I don't know. I have someone else figure that stuff out for me, who's a lot smarter than me. Yeah, your best bet's probably just talking to a professional, like tax accountant, TPA, whatever. They should be able to know all the ins and outs of how to get the most money back or like avoid paying as many taxes as possible. Nice, nice. Looks like we are making our way lower, slowly but surely. And not without a little chop. But that's just how it goes. Could be a decent bear flag here. We're a little close to this, though, unfortunately, the 15-minute range low. Which could get a little bounce. Still might be a good trade, but would hate to get stopped out in the process if we don't have to. The song reminds me of Sonic Adventures 2. Definitely could be inspired by that. It's just like a copyright-free background music on YouTube. What prop firm? Funding ticks. You can see it up there at the top or under like the connections right here. Funding ticks. Great prop firm. Would definitely recommend. Yeah, they're a little newer. They've still been around like over a year though. With benefits. I'd say right now they have some of the better rules than other prop firms, like end of day drawdown. The profit target on the 50k count is only 2,500 instead of 3,000, and drawdown's 2,000. You can get payouts every 5 days. They have some pretty good benefits, and they're one of the cheaper ones right now. You can get 50k account with no activation fee for like 55 bucks. But yeah, the main benefits I'd say are no activation fees, end of day drawdown, and payouts every 5 days. Yeah, no, definitely check it out, see what you think. If you use my code, you can get 35% off your first account. Pretty good deal. Top Step's also, it's alright. But I would say Funding Ticks, in my opinion, has been a nice change from Top Step. It has another big benefit is their dashboard. You can see all of your statistics, you can see like the calendar, your profit days and everything. It's very clean. I don't know if Top Step, it might have some of that now, but it did not when I used them earlier last year. I've not tried Alpha Trader. I've heard about it, but have not tried it. Forgot to tell you, back-to-back long plus short momentum equals. Oh wait. Forgot to tell you, short momentum equals chop. So avoid 2 buys because it'll be chop. Okay. Yeah, be able to identify the chop. That makes sense. And that is the goal. Always avoid the chop. Yeah, it looks like it eventually worked out pretty nicely. Just a little choppy on the way down. Right. This recovery right here. That's what I was kind of thinking. But yeah, I was just kind of like, okay, we're back up to the 15-minute. Might get a better test off of it, which we did. But obviously with the cost of the chop, I did ask, and you may have just missed it, but I was kind of asking about like this big ugly wick with the close on the 15-minute. I was like, would you still like take that, or would you kind of be a little cautious of the sells after a candle like this? Because typically I might, like even like a bear flag, if we got like a super big wick or something like that, like I don't know if we have any examples here, but I might avoid that kind of trade. Or even if I'm looking at the 5-minute chart and it has like a nasty green candle, even if it builds out a bear flag, it's like, do I really want to short into a 5-minute candle that looks like that? But I'm on a 2-day fast, so I'm kind of delulu. That checks out. I'm just kidding. But that would make sense. Where do you think the market heading? Need 300 to pass eval? Definitely don't take a trade based off what I say, because that would be unfortunate if you lost money, and I would not want to be responsible for that. But so far we're in a downtrend, and we've been, besides these kind of pullbacks here and a little bit of chop, we've kind of been going down mostly all day, holding this downtrend. So personally, I'm going to wait for a bear flag, and then I'm going to take a short. But that's just my plan. Natalie, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. But yeah, no, you definitely have been preaching the cancel momentum chop thing, so I definitely should have kind of assumed that. But also, I just, like I said, just threw it on as like a practice because we were up there. But yeah, I was kind of looking at this candle on the 15-minute. I was like, I don't know about that. It's probably not going to work out too well. And then even just the 1-minute, seeing like the V recovery, definitely a good indication. Call me when you take a trade. I mean, oh, you might be. You're talking to TechFlu maybe. Oh, for the small cost of $90. Profit splits 20. The math was frying my brain. Oh, I bet. I know, it's like, I felt bad when you're doing the math. I was like, I could probably just practice this on ES as well. I don't need to do N and Q. It just keeps things simple so I can keep all my charts kind of roughly the same, but then still look for some other opportunities as well. This line is from a couple of days ago, maybe like a week ago, so I'm just going to delete it. It probably could be a decent retest still, but I'm not gonna put my money on it. You see like this TP blew through, so wait for RSI, peaks 30, 70, etc., or just TP. Okay. I definitely want to like practice and kind of see how that, advanced scaling kind of works with like the TPs and everything. But yeah, I'm definitely not against jumping ship, taking profits, or also just having like a set TP that's in like in a good spot. This could be a good bear flag, depending on how this candle. It looks like it wants to just run through everything already, which I don't know if that's what I want to do. Typically, I do like to wait for a little more confirmation, a little more consolidation with the flag, not just two candles. But looks like we might not get the best setup yet. Okay, I hold the 1 minute EMA past TP. Would make sense. I mean, we did hold this. I mean, if we go back kind of hypothetically, we got in somewhere in here. Unfortunately, we did kind of get the slap down and then right back up. So obviously might have gotten, break even or a loss up here somewhere. But assuming we kind of held through this and then just, we kind of held these EMAs. Maybe held through this, maybe not. But definitely could have locked in some really good profits holding that all the way down. Unless you got out kind of on this little spike up. But it still held the 21. Five-minute EMA below TP. 1 minute EMA above TP. Okay, I definitely need to see if I can find like an indicator that puts the higher time frame EMAs on my charts. I bet NinjaTrader probably has, or no, I was gonna say TradingView probably has something because there's just like so many indicators out there for it. But NinjaTrader might be a little bit more difficult to find something that fits what I'm looking for. We'll take a look though. We'll take a look. Because that'd be useful just to have like 5-minute EMA, 15, all kind of on this chart, so I can just kind of see it. And then just like watch the 1 minute. So I get a little better idea of what's happening in the moment. Split screen is the easiest method. You just mean like having the different charts kind of side by side? Because I do have like a bunch of stuff on my screen. It is tough though to fit everything. Because I got like OBS and other stuff going as well. My charts. I do have some other stuff like Delta as well. Trading View. Yeah, gotcha. The indicators. Oh, nice. That sounds like some pretty advanced stuff, but definitely worth the effort, I'm sure. Or maybe I'll just use like I might be able to code something with the AI. I did try that once before with like a Ninja script strategy. It took a little bit of trial and error, but after enough trial and error, I made kind of a little simple indicator. It basically just like mapped out the hourly highs and lows and then would delete the previous hour high and low as soon as the new hour was set. Nothing too advanced, but it was something I just couldn't find on Ninja script website or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I could probably make something pretty easily like, oh, like can you make an indicator that shows the EMA on both the 9-minute, or not 9-minute, 1-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, all at the same time. Jack could probably whip something up for me. I don't care what's advanced or not anymore. But yeah, especially with like AI, like I was saying, because like obviously AI can only do so much, but a lot of the simple stuff it can do really easily, like almost too easily. So, but I guess technically I'm 100% an advanced trader, adept coding on Thinkorswim. Yeah, I'd say so. Friday, Muslim trader gonna go to mosque. Nice. What do you mean nice? Oh, I thought you were like saying something that was good. You put a smiley emoji, so I was just like, oh cool. But with your added explanation, if they're not trading, there are no liquidity. That is unfortunate because we do like more liquidity in the market. Yeah, I thought you kind of meant you were going to mosque yourself or something like that. Okay, okay. Yeah, just a little confused like the way you kind of phrased it, but I got you. I got you. I understand now, I think. Just because you didn't say like Muslim traders, you said Muslim traders, so like it could have been you referring to yourself kind of in the third person. But that's on me. That's my bad. I'm Burmese, so that's cool. English not that good. I'd say it's not bad though. It's definitely not bad. Your English definitely is not bad. But that would explain a little bit of like just the grammar that made us a little confused, but you're chilling. Yeah, I'm not good with the names. I never know like where names are from. I hate to like assume things, but Burmese, that's cool. Do you live like in Burma or like Myanmar? Or do you live like, it sounds like you live in London maybe? Ancestors are from Nepal. Very cool. That looks like candy. I don't even know what he's talking about. I think whatever was sent, I can't really see. At least on my PC. I see like two little M's. An M and then another M. Huh. I don't know if that was supposed to be like an emoji or not. Gathering data, fixing my bot. Nice, nice. Yeah, you gotta make sure that bot is going strong. ATR's dropped off a little bit. Still above a 20 though. It's definitely still get some decent moves. We'll see though. I'm getting a little bored just sitting and watching price because it's just, or it was just going down and not doing anything. Just very slowly chopping down. But see if we get anything here maybe. $90. It's probably cheaper than other options out there. But is that a good deal? Could be. Could be. Yeah, that's a good point. Thoughtful trader, let alone an algo one. It'd be hard to find. That's fair, that's fair. Oh, that's super cool. Free Discord, nice people, active. That's kind of cool. I like the fun thing as well. Let's try to split up their accounts. They made it back to add to the fund. Kind of cool idea. I need to get on that too. Not like all of that, but making my own Discord. Keep having people in chat ask about it, but I don't know anything about setting up a Discord. And I'm still growing my stream in general, but I'm sure it'd be a good thing to do. I'm sure some people would find some value in it. Yes, make Discord. Alright, I'll get on it. I'll get on it. Maybe this weekend, or maybe I might procrastinate it, unfortunately, because I have a busy weekend. But it is on my list of priorities. Dang, haven't been in a good one since. That's unfortunate, especially after they took over and started charging money and stuff. Like, I understand some people starting Discords and offering, making it kind of pay just so it kind of weeds out some of the more casual people that are just there to like troll. It's people there who actually put a little bit into it and want a little value from it. But when it's already free, to then take something that's free and make it not free, that's a little lame. Yeah, most Discords are usually trying to sell stuff. But the only thing I would sell is like nothing. Yeah, I'd probably keep the Discord free unless it did get like out of hand with just like random trolls and stuff, but I'm sure we could keep it free. I don't see why not. I know a lot of people keep it free, and I don't see why I would want to not have it be free. Yeah, no, it'd be good to give a little updates, like taking trades off stream or stuff like that. And then see you guys' trades as well. Post some pictures and stuff. Be good, build a little community out of it and stuff. I've been in a server for years and they were like, bro, pay to be in the voice chat. Dang. Yeah, that's kinda unfortunate. Cause yeah, you can make like a premium section or something that's a little bit more premium if people want to pay for it. But I definitely, yeah, I'm not gonna charge money for something like that. Yeah, if you guys want to support me, just use my code when like buying prop firms, because then you get prop firm accounts, which you're probably gonna buy anyways, and then I can get support from that, right? Get a little commission if you use my code when getting a Funny Ticks account. Hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to get some more codes for like Take Profit Trader, Apex, Tradeify, some of the other firms out there. But right now, Funny Ticks is the only one that'll do business with me. That's just because like they're a newer firm, I think. Yeah, Take Profit Trader said I didn't meet the requirements or something like that, but they didn't specify like why or what I was missing. Because they never say like our minimum is you have to have this much followers or this many views. all they kind of care, like they talked about like, oh, we care about consistency, we care about this, we care about that, but like I'm consistently streaming daily, uploading shorts and TikToks and things. Like I'm not sure quite what I'm missing. 'Cause yeah, I don't have 1,000 followers, or I don't have a couple hundred subscribers on YouTube yet, but like as far as consistency goes, I got that part down. So I'm not really sure what they're looking for their affiliates. 'Cause, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't just give it out to anyone, especially if they were consistent like me. Because any sell is more money for them. Does not hurt them. It's not like they're paying me to promote them. They only pay me a commission. So I don't know. Eventually we'll get some more codes. But right now, funding ticks. Use that to support me. Use my code. Get a nice discount as well. Some of the best. Well, it's one of the best prop firms right now anyway, so can't complain too much. Market's still just kind of going down, holding the CMA, but not giving any sort of entries here. I don't know if I'm feeling this. Don't know if I'm gonna get any other trades. Don't even know if I want to test my luck too much here either. Market is gonna slow down soon, kind of for that lunchtime hour. Me 68, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Stay on live. I'm talking to Prakash. Okay. I'll stay on for a bit. I'll stay on for a bit. But I am definitely like I'm getting to that point. It might be about that time. But I'll leave it up for a bit. I'll leave it up. Oh, am I tweaking? What's this dude saying? Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. I could go read it, but I was looking into Discord stuff since I need to do that anyway. So I was like, oh, I'll tinker around with Discord, change my profile, make it all like ready to go if I were to start a server. This market is ugly though. Jeez. I had a feeling this would be the case. That's why I thought about ending the stream like 30 minutes ago. But I'm glad you guys have been able to keep chatting, continue your conversation. I might have to actually go here though soon to run some errands. I guess I could just leave my computer on and leave the stream up, I guess. But that's only if you really want to. If not, I'll probably end it here in a sec. But I am still kind of looking at some Discord stuff. Going back to sleep, caught short set open. Nice, nice. That's what we like to hear. Bet done with the combo. Okay, okay. Well, thanks for hanging out, as always. Not the worst day of trading, but not the best. Just got one loss, unfortunately. A little extra volatile today. And we just couldn't continue the downtrend here. But hopefully the rest of you were able to make some money. And yeah, I'll catch you guys Monday, hopefully. If you're new, feel free to give me a follow so you can check me out next time I go live. Or check out my YouTube channel as well. Subscribe, leave a like, helps support the channel, helps me grow. Also, check out Funny Ticks, great propfirm. Use my code, helps support me as well. But hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you later. Peace out.